Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And first of all, apologies for the low audio on my video yesterday. There is some sort of problem with my microphone or its connection, and I didn't realize that that had effectively cut out yesterday and left me with just the PC's microphone. So apologies about that. Let's hope it works better today. It claims it is working, so fingers crossed. Let's hope this video goes well. It's likely to, because it's a puzzle by quarter through, so I'm hoping to enjoy the Sudoku part of it for sure. We'll get to that in a moment, as well as the software. But first of all, today is the 31st, so tomorrow is the first day of a new month. We will be releasing the follow-up to Everything is Roggen by Demono as a Patreon puzzle for our $2 Patreon subscribers, and then later in next month, we will release a solution to that for the $3 subscribers. So that is definitely in the works. We're really looking forward to the reaction to that. Now, there are plenty of other things on Patreon. Of course, it's well worth joining if you haven't already. Well worth subscribing to the channel if you're new to us. If you are new, bear in mind that these are all live solves, so human error prevails, human error predominates, one might say, and there'll be plenty of that as we go through. Now, this was sent to us by quarter through. We've done his puzzles several times before, always high quality, but he mentioned that this puzzle, which he originally called XV Thermo 2, is an intriguing test of our colors. So we're going to see how that works out. I don't really know what to make of that. Now, the colors that I'm able to use in the test version of the software are able to split cells into two colors. So that might be what he's talking about. I don't know. And Sven, who's made that possible for us, has also finally managed to get through my dim brain how to get the titles into the app. So that's fantastic. So if you play this today in our software on the link under the video, you will be able to see the rules as you solve, which is something people have been requesting for some time. So delighted to be able to bring you that. We'll probably phase that in over the next few days. So anyway, great to see some developments. Let's hope it's great to see this puzzle. So the rules, as we can see, normal Sudoku rules apply. Cells separated by an X, like these two, sum to 10, and cells separated by a V sum to 5. Now there is a negative constraint. This is a bit like a traditional XV puzzle, in that all XV clues are given. So these two, for instance, cannot sum to 10 or 5. And I have no doubt that negative constraint is going to matter. Now, there are two tiny thermos. Digits along thermometers must increase from the bulb end. I don't know whether they're used at the end for disambiguation or vital to the whole solve or what. So we shall see. And that's it. So those are the rules. Do give it a go on the link under the video. I'm going to try now. Let's get cracking. How? Well, yeah, what isn't traditional to XV puzzles is to have no digits in the grid. I mean, it's an extraordinary thing to see if you come from the traditional world of Sudokus like me. So I'm going to colour all of those. What am I going to colour them? Because I have a feeling I'm going to have to split up these colours at some point. I'm going to colour them purple for low numbers, by which I mean 1 to 4. Yes, 5s can never be on X's or V's, so the 5s in the central box are in one of those two cells. The 5s in box 8 are in one of those two, and therefore that's not a 5. The reason 5s can't be on X's and V's fairly clearly is because a 5 on an X would be next to another 5, and a 5 on a V would leave a 0 in the other cell. We're not doing that today. So 5 is there now. In fact, that must be a 5 because it's the only cell in the whole column not on an X or V. We've got, one of those two is a 5. Oh yes, okay. If I'm colouring low as purple, hang on, let me just finish off with 5s first. I'm getting all ahead of myself and excited now. No, that could be a 5, so I can't. Oh, interestingly, that can't be a 5 because the 4 lows are already marked in this box. So one of those two is a 5, and I don't know which one. And I'm a bit stuck for 5s now. Okay, what I was going to do next is a low square on an X is always next to a high cell, by which I mean one more than 5. So let's colour all those. So those are going to be orange. And that one is now purple because it's on an X with an orange, a high. Ah, look, there is an important negative constraint thing here. Yeah, this works very nicely. So this could be 1 and 4, or it could be 2 and 3 in the corner. I don't know which it is. But this cell, row 2, column 3, has to be from the other. So if this is 1 and 4 up here, this has to be 2 or 3, just by Sudoku rules. Now this can no longer be a low square, because it can't, say this is 1 and 4 and this is 2. It clearly can't be 1, 4 or 2, they're all in the same box. And it can't be 3, because it would be next to 2. So I think, yeah, I mean that tells me this is high. I think what I'm going to have to do is kind of use different colours for the lows of one type. So those two I am going to make, so purple is a mixture of blue and red. So, no, hang on. I've chosen very badly here. Let's use, I've chosen terribly badly, sorry. So let's use green as a mixture of blue and yellow. No, it doesn't really work, does it? Hang on. I want to split the colours into 2 sets of 3, but I'm so dumb about colours that I cannot work out what would be a clever way to do that. I want to keep green and yellow apart. So let's go, or let's use them in the order in which they're on the pad. So green, purple and orange together. So let's change all these oranges to yellow. Ooh. Okay, I'm going yellow. So I'm using the middle of the pad here. So purple is low, yellow is definitely high. But now I'm going to try and colour them so they're in sets. So either 1 and 4, let's make one set of the lows green. So those can be green. These two, therefore, are not green, so I'm going to make them orange. That's the low. I don't know which one is 1, 4, and I don't know which one is 2, 3, but that's, orange is always going to be either 2 or 3, so this can't be orange. Actually, this is exactly the same cell as this, in that it can't be low, because it would have to be connected with this cell. If it was, it would be the last cell, so it can't be low, so it must be high, so we're making that yellow. That means these two are low, which is purple to start with, until we know their type. In fact, we do. We know that this one is not orange, because it would need a V with that one. So this is green. This must also be green because it's joined by an X to the same one as that. So it must be this. In fact, those must be the same number. So I hope you see what I'm doing. I'm dividing the low numbers into 2 sets. I'm probably going to do the same with the high numbers. One set is 1 and 4, one is 2 and 3. I reckon I'm not going to know which is which until I get to these wretched little thermos to disambiguate the whole puzzle. But maybe I can keep going down here, although I can't seem to get those green and oranges that I've marked already to act on these other things. Okay, so the other bit of colouring I was suggesting doing, anything connected by an X to orange. If orange was 1 and 4, then the X's would be 6 and 9. So 6 and 9 forms one set of high numbers, and 7 and 8 forms the other. So these that are connected to the orange, I'm going to use the colour on the pad below the orange. That's blue. So orange will always connect to blue on an X, and green will always connect to red. So those two have become red. And that's interesting. I've got one more high here, and now I know it can't be red. So it is blue. Red and blue are high. There we go. So here I have a 5 and an orange low cell. And the orange can't be here. Oh yes, it could, because it would be a different orange from that one. So okay, that's nonsense. Okay, yeah, so this is orange and white as a pair. I'm not going to party color that. I don't think I can. Now, what else is this telling us? Yes, these two reds in box 1, they're different. And they're connected by X's to these two green cells. So they are different. Yes, so this is the same digit as this, because those two are different green cells, and those two must therefore be the same. That's good, because it means these V's down here that are currently purple cannot be green, they must be orange. Because one of those two are the same, and if these were green, one of them would have to be that colour, and that's not now possible. So those are orange. Does that get me anything down here? I don't know, that felt quite interesting as a deduction. Let's have a look at this run of 4 here in the middle column. This is blue, which connects to orange. Now, if these two were orange, they would be connected to blue cells, and we'd have 3 blue cells in the column, and we're only allowed 2. So they're not orange, they're green as well. And the cells they connect to are red, because that's what green connects to. So down here we have it can't be green-red anymore, this must be a blue-orange connection. So I can party colour those. This one at the bottom has to be orange, that's all that's going to be left. And orange connects to blue, so that's blue. We've used up all the orange and blue, so this is a green-red pair. This can't be a green-red pair. In fact, we've used both greens, so these two X's are orange-blue pairs. This is a red cell. That's all that's left for the box. And I'm just basically doing this by colours without really caring what the numbers are at the moment, which is a really bizarre way to do this puzzle. Now, that blue-orange pair must be the same as this pair, because they are connected. And there's a red here. Oh no, that is the same as that cell. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm trying to do some Sudoku, and I shouldn't. I should stick with doing this colouring. So in row 2, we've got 2 blue-oranges. Everything else is therefore red and green. That's a red-green pair. And this is a green cell. And green, being low, can't be next to another green, because then it would connect with a V. So we know which one of those is low and which one is high as a result of that. So, am I missing something here? I don't think I am. Right, here, do we know anything about this X? Can we fix these? Yes, this is a high cell, and we've got 2 reds looking at it. Perfect, so that's blue. That connects to orange, both sides. The orange clearly connects to orange as well. These last remaining purples become green. Yeah, it really pays just to think about colours. This is why this is a colour test. Yes, orange can't connect to orange, so this isn't orange. That's blue. That's blue. If orange connected to orange, it would always get a V. That's the kind of way to look at. So orange and green are much more helpful than red or blue, red and blue. Yeah, so this must be, this can't use an orange cell, this X down here, because both orange cells have gone in the box. So this must be a green-red pair. And all oranges and blues have gone in box 8. So this is a green-red pair as well. Oh, of course, and these can't be the remaining blue and orange cells together, or they'd get an X between them, because there's an X here. If that was 2 and 8, supposing that orange was 2 and 3, and yeah, I mean, well, I think you can understand it. There's a 5 missing in the row. We've got 30 in those 3 cells. If the 5 was over here, which it can't be, that would leave these two adding up to 10, and they'd need an X. So the 5 is in one of these 2 cells. We know it's not there. We can place the 5 here. That gives us a 5 here. That means, rather as I suspected, we're going to have 2 high cells here. Do I know? Yes, I do know which way round they are. This can't be blue. And I say that because this orange connects to this blue. If this was blue, it would have to connect to that orange with an X. So that's red. That red doesn't connect to this green. So this can't be red, or it would connect to that green. So the other red is there. That's blue. Wow, this is crazy, but it's really clever to create this. I have no doubt now I'm going to have to finish the whole puzzle in colours and then number it. So it really is an absolute colour test. So I've got loads of boxes done, but still quite a lot to do. Green, look, where does green, the second green, go in box 3? It doesn't go in those 3 cells because there's 2 greens in column 9 already. It doesn't go in those 3 because there's 2 greens in row 1. It doesn't go here because it would connect with a V to the other green. So that's green. Is that all that gives me? Where's the red in the box? I don't know. That's a useless question. Oh, look at this cell. This is exactly the same as this one and this one. It sees 3 low cells, and it can't be the identity of the 4th low cell, or it will connect with the 3rd one, as it were. So that's high. But is it red or is it blue? Do I know? Yes, I do know, because we've got a blue in the column and another blue coming, so that's red. Okay, so we've got the 2 reds here. These remaining cells in box 2 are blue and orange. And orange can't be next to another orange without a V, so that's blue. That's orange. So up at the top here we have, yes, orange can't be next to orange without a V appearing. So this is high. And the point about that is it's on the thermo, so this is high as well. So this is where the low goes, so that's the orange. These are red and blue in some order, which is not a colouring pair I was expecting. But that's really going to be important in disambiguating the colours. Now, okay, let's try and finish off and then try and work out how these thermos go together. Gosh, this is a weird puzzle. Oh, look, 2 oranges there looking at that, so that can't be orange. So we've got those resolved. Green, red. Those 2 green, red connect together with an X. So if this was green or red, it would connect with this one with an X, and it doesn't. So this is the green, red cell. This one is the 5. That doesn't give me all my 5s. I've got one more to go in one of those, and one more somewhere there. Oh, every deduction is just a new type of deduction for me. This is such a tricky puzzle in that way. Now, what's this? I haven't got anything on that X, and that's the last. It's the last X I don't really know what's going on with, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to that. Where do... Maybe fitting in blues in this box. Ah, no, look. This can't be blue or it would connect with that. And we need one more blue. So that's there. Now we've got 2 blues in the column, so that can't be blue. That... No, hang on. Go back, you fool. Right. 2 blues do not get a V if they connect, because they're not low numbers, they're high numbers. Sorry. Right. Calm down. 2 reds are looking up at that. That's much more straightforward. These are high, yes. Brain fried. 2 reds are now looking down at that. So that goes green, that goes red, that goes green. Don't know about those or those. 2 reds and 2 orange. Oh, look, I need 2 blues in this column. And blues are okay together because they're high. Had a panic moment again there. Exactly the same mistake as a moment before. Right, column 8. 2 reds and 2 blues. I've got a green and an orange. This can't be a 5, so it must be orange. This must be green. Well, that was straightforward. Right, I've got one more cell to colour here. I've got 2 reds, 2 greens, 2 oranges, so I need another blue. Blues can go together. 2 blues, 2 greens, so I've got red, orange, red to fit in down here. 2 reds at the bottom, one there and one there. So this is orange, and the 2 reds go here. And reds can go next to each other. I keep reminding myself of these. This is the last one in the row, so that's blue. This is the last one in the row. Oh, it's green or red, and I don't know which, because that's uncertain. Oh my goodness. So we've got blue, green and orange to fit in here. That's not helpful. Blue, red, green, orange, orange, red or green. Well, this can't be green because it would be next to another green, but it could be 5, which is not what I need then. Could that be red and green? Yes, it could. I don't see why it couldn't. Oh, think again. Okay, it can't be red and green because this includes a green in this row here. Yeah, we've used up 4 greens in rows 4 and 5. So this is not red and green. This is blue and orange. Don't know the order, but now I've used up all the blue and orange in the column. Oh, in fact, this cell is a bizarre naked single. It can see 2 blue and orange in the column. It can see 2 green and red in the box. So it's 5. I don't even understand what I'm deducing in this puzzle. But hopefully I'm near the end of the colours now. Blue, orange, blue, orange. So this is green and red to place. So I can use the colouring options. Now in row 7, I've got all 4 green and red in some form. So I've got 1 blue and 1 5 to put in. Oh. I don't know the order. Right, in row 5 I've used all 4 blue and orange and 2 greens. So I've got a red and a 5 there and a blue and a 5 there. Red and a 5 there. So I've got 1 more green and red and 1 blue and orange. Oh, good grief. Okay, I just don't know. Right, these two can't be orange because we've used all 4 blue and orange in the row. That can't be orange because it would connect to this orange. That can't be orange because there's 2 oranges in the column. That is orange. So slow on the uptake. That's blue. So that's all blue and orange done for the box. Oh, God, I want to finish the colouring. I really do. I've got blue and 5 to go there. That can't be blue. No, it can. Blues can connect. That's all right. Calm down. Blue and 5, red and 5. Oh, well, this must be green there. Red and 5. That's red and green. This is red or green. And we've got 2 greens in the row, so that's red. Is that right? Yes, it is. Okay, that's red. Now we've got 2 reds in the column, so that has gone green. Where there's a green and red there, so this becomes red. 2 reds in the row, so that becomes green. That becomes red. Oh, eking it out, one painful deduction at a time. I'm sorry if you're feeling this and seeing it more clearly than me. That wouldn't be a shock at all. Blue and 5 there, red and 5 there. How do I know? That can't be red. Yeah, that's red. That's red. That's green. I mean, that can't be green. That can't be red now. This is 5. Wow, that has really taxed me, as you can tell. This one is blue. And that, we've still got a couple of pairs left on the colouring. I don't see how to resolve those. May have to do that in the numbering, irritatingly. Right, now, Mr. Thermo and Mr. Other Thermo, how are you going to resolve these numbers for me? They're all high, but I think it looks to me like it could be 6 and 9 there, 6 and 7 or 8 there, or 7, 8, one of those 9. How the heck do I know which way around that goes? And isn't it fully reversible? I'm not sure I understand this. What I mean is, I'm not sure how I understand how this can help. Maybe I actually have to find out which red is which. Okay, that might help. So let's go further with the red colouring. At least we've got all the red done. I'm going to make some of the reds dark grey. So that has to be the same. It can't be the same as this. So that's the same. That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. This is just Sudoku. That one and that one. And one up here. That one. So those reds that I've made dark grey are all the same. I don't know. Why is that a problem? Do I have to do this for every colour? So the greens that go with the dark greys, then I will turn light grey. No, I don't know. That's going to clash with the thermo. I don't know. Maybe I have to work out. What I feel is less likely is 6 and 9 there. What would happen then? Oh. If that was 6 that would be 6. You'd get 4 there, 4 there, 4 there with a 6 there, that's fine. 4 there with a 6 there. I mean, I don't know if this disambiguates it at all. Maybe it's more of a... I can't see how you're meant to work this out. There must be a way. There must be a way. What am I missing? These have to... Okay, I am going to... Okay, I can part shade these greens or something with grey because they go with grey. That's what I'll do. Yeah, the ones that go with grey. Well, I mean, obviously that one and this one. So they're the ones that go with grey. So they're now small. Green and grey shades are small numbers that go with grey. But I mean, where's the problem going to come from? Grey and red are from the same set, so 6 and 9, which I feel ought to be... Oh! Well, this doesn't work at all. Yes, I get it. Sorry, I'm sorry. I've been sitting looking at that. If grey and red were 6 and 9, you get 6 here, that has to be a 9, you get a 9 here, and you need a bigger number there. Right. Bang. Okay, so... grey is not 6. Grey and red are 7 and 8. Oh, poo. Well, let's fill in grey as 7. Oh, failed to do that there. Let's fill in grey as 7 is what I'm saying. There we go. This is going to work. This is going to work. All greys can be 7. And that is like that. So all these party-coloured green and greys, no, they're all going to be 3. Oh, it's up there. I hadn't done that one. 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. 3, that can be a 3. That should be party-coloured with grey. Okay, there we go. Now, this is 8, isn't it? That's part of the same set, grey and red. That's the kind of beauty. Oh, look, I can do this one. 8. There we go. Now this blue, oh, some of these blues are 9. That's the point here. Oh, that one, one of those two, that one. Let's just fill in those ones to start with. That one now. Therefore here. And here. And now that's a 9. Right, so we know that that is blue, and that must be blue too. These two must be orange. And there we go. Actually, what I should do with 3s is go back to making them green, because it's just getting crazy confusing here. In fact, maybe even with greys, I'll go back to making them red since I've filled them in now. I just failed to do that with such aplomb. There we go. And that one is a 7, which I haven't filled in. There we go. So that's all 7, 9s, 8, 3s and 5s done. Now 3 goes with the other greens, so they're all 2s. On the V, yes, that works with the 8s. That's working. What a puzzle. The remaining the remaining big numbers are 6s. They're blue. They can go in. That 6 goes with this as a 4, so we can fill in all the 4s. In fact, many of them are linked with 6s, which is kind. That one must be, and that. And there. Is that all the 4s? No, I missed one there. And the remaining cells are 1s. And that ought to finish the puzzle. And I think it does it right. Have I missed any cells? If I've miscoloured anything completely, I do apologise. Wow, that really was a colour test. Absolutely was. what an extraordinary puzzle in so many ways. I think I laboured that quite badly, but I am delighted to have got through it. I really don't think there's an easy way to do that. And if there is, tell me about it. Probably actually the easy way to do it is bifurcating straight away early on. But we won't get into that because that would be terribly, terribly naughty, and we didn't do it. So thank you so much to Quarter Through for sending that fabulous puzzle. Thank you for sticking with me, and hope you had a good go at it, and hope to see you again on the channel soon. Let me just click the tick, see I haven't missed anything. Apologies if any of that colouring has ended up wrong, but the numbers are right, and that's what I'm going for. Bye for now.